so vast that it could handle more people than many of today's biggest Asian airports, a brand new sky city rising from the water just north of Manila Bay. That's the dream behind the new Manila International Airport, NMIA, also known as Bulacan International Airport, a bold and sweeping project that promises to reshape not just how people travel, but how an entire region grows. The vision is audacious, to transform a part of the bay into a modern transport and economic engine, helping decongest Manila's aging Ninoy Aquino International Airport, NAIA, and driving growth in central Luzon. The plan is massive in scale. In its first phase, NMIA will be built to accommodate some 35 million passengers per year, roughly what many mature international airports handle today. But this is only the beginning. Once fully completed, the airport could reach a capacity of 100 million passengers annually. To make that possible, the design calls for up to 4 parallel runways. The terminal alone will be enormous, with 5 wings and as many as 240 boarding gates. Construction may finally be picking up speed. Land development has moved ahead significantly. By early to mid-2025, around 70 to 80% of the site's formation tasks, including massive reclamation work and sand piling along the bay, had reportedly been completed. The passenger terminal building is now expected to begin construction in January 2026. If all goes according to plan, that means the first phase, the 2 runways, the terminal, and all supporting infrastructure, could be ready by November 2028, with operations starting soon after. But this journey hasn't been without hurdles. One of the biggest challenges? The project requires a tremendous volume of fill sand to reclaim the land from the bay. At one point, reclamation work was slowed after a presidential order in 2023 barred certain reclamation projects in Manila Bay, making it harder for the developers to import or source enough sand. That shortage reportedly added hundreds of millions of dollars to the cost and pushed back the timelines. But this is only the beginning. Once fully completed, the airport could reach a capacity of 100 million passengers annually. To make that possible, the design calls for up to 4 parallel runways. The terminal alone will be enormous, with 5 wings and as many as 240 boarding gates. Construction may finally be picking up speed. The passenger terminal building is now expected to begin construction in January 2026. If all goes according to plan, that means the first phase, the 2 runways, the terminal, and all supporting infrastructure, could be ready by November 2028, with operations starting soon after. But this journey hasn't been without hurdles. The project requires a tremendous volume of fill sand to reclaim the land from the bay. At one point, reclamation work was slowed after a presidential order in 2023 barred certain reclamation projects in Manila Bay, making it harder for the developers to import or source enough sand. Financing this behemoth is no small feat. The projected price tag is staggering, roughly 735 billion Cuban pesos. The airport is designed to be one of the world's largest, with 4 parallel runways and the capacity to handle over 100 million passengers annually. Developers are betting this will be a game changer for jobs, investment, and economic growth. 1 million jobs or more could be created, fueling opportunities in tourism, construction, and transport. Furthermore, the project tackles long-standing environmental issues. It includes a massive flood control component, with a new river channel and spillway aimed at solving the perennial flooding problems in Bulacan. This focus on sustainability ensures the development benefits both the economy and the local environment. A 19-kilometer toll road, the NALEX, will connect the airport directly to the North Luzon Expressway. And there's talk of extending Manila's MRT-7 train line to reach the airport as well, creating a seamless travel experience for millions. From the ground, this airport already looks like something out of a futuristic storybook. Some local voices and analysts call NMIA a game changer, and not without reason. Manila's existing international airport struggles with congestion. NAIA was never designed to handle real modern demand, and its limited capacity has held back both tourism and business growth. With NAIA, that strain could ease, and at the same time, the region could see more foreign investment, new businesses, and more jobs. Environmental and social impacts are part of the discussion too. Building on reclaimed coastal land is complex. There are flood risks, ecological concerns, and the challenges of building sustainable infrastructure on a platform that was once sea. Developers have also conducted environmental and social impact assessments and human rights impact assessments to try to mitigate risks. The airport's designers say they are committed to building responsibly, with measures to protect surrounding communities, manage flood hazards, and reduce harm. When people talk about the aerotropolis, they imagine more than just runways. The airport is just one piece. Around it, the vision is for a sprawling, futuristic city, with homes, businesses, open green spaces, and transport links that knit everything together. This isn't just an airport for travelers, it's an engine for economic growth, a magnet for investment, and a place where lives can flourish. There are skeptics, of course. The sand shortage showed how fragile even the most ambitious plans can be, and critics will watch closely to see if timelines hold up, if cost overruns are managed, and whether the environmental safeguards are real or just promises on paper. But if it works, if the first phase opens on schedule and lives up to its promise, the payoff could be huge. And the timing matters. Demand for air travel in the Philippines is growing fast, and Manila's old airport has already passed its breaking point. NMIA could be more than just a relief valve. It could be a new center of gravity for travel in Southeast Asia. So, picture this. By late 2028, a gleaming terminal, 2 runways humming with planes, roads, and rails bringing passengers in from across the region. 35 million people a year flying through a brand new hub. Then, in the years after, those 4 parallel runways. 100 million people crossing through a gateway born from the sea. Jobs, business, new neighborhoods, all rising around what was once empty coastal land. That's the story of the new Manila International Airport. A bold bet on the future, a massive infrastructure project that could redefine Manila's skyline, reshape its economic future, and change how a nation connects with the world. And with partial operations expected before 2030, that future might be closer than many people think.